We are seeing a book called Dhanyashtam, a composition of Adi Shankaracharya ji. Today is the third talk, and these are the blessings which are over here enumerated by Shankaracharya ji as to who is this blessed person. In the first shloka, is that blessed alone is the person who, due to proper knowledge, understanding, senses have become absolutely silent. It is the person whose senses are quiet. It is that person who will not fiddle around with the created world, will leave the world wherever they found it, and giving more than what we take, truly that person will practice should the senses be quietened. Te dhanyaha bhuvi paramartha nishchiteha sheshastu brahmanilaye paribhramantaha. The remaining remain about in this orb of continuous transmigration, circular going of birth and death, the cycle, because they fiddle around, they create karmic bondage, they create a karmic debt, and to fulfill that, they indeed have to come back around. So blessed are the ones who have subdued the senses due to proper knowledge. Then, in the second shloka, who are blessed, Ado Vijitya Vishayan Madamoharaga Dveshadi Shatrugana Mahruta Yoga Rajyaha. Yoga Rajyaha Arudaha, those who have ascended the ladder of yoga, those who are firmly established in the spiritual vision of life, spiritual understanding, those people who have indeed acquired Guru and learned Shastra, scriptures. Because of the study of scriptures, Ado Vijitya, having conquered the senses and the sense objects in the beginning, Mada Moha Raga Dveshadi Shatrugana, and a host of demons which dwell within us. They have conquered those slowly, one's own pride, arrogance, anger, all that. Mada, Moha, Raga, Dvesha, likes, dislikes, Shatrugana, these are indeed our own enemies present within us. They are not the external enemies. Internally, having conquered those, Gnatva Matam Samanubhuya Paratma Vidya, Kanta Sukham, having acquired this consort of Brahma Vidya and dwelling in close proximity of this Brahma Vidya and Gnatva Matam, this knowledge alone, having known, Kanta Sukham Vanagruhe Vicharanti Danyaha, in the household life itself, in the home, in the comfort of one's own home, these people find their abode of peace. Silently, they live their life with great faith, great devotion, great titiksha also. Sahanam sarva dukkhanam apratikara purvakam chinta vilaparahitam, without any type of worries, any type of anxieties, living one's own life fulfilled, vanagruhe, in the very forest of one's own home. Such are these people who are blessed. This is a second type of blessing. Knowledge. Again, we can see Shankaracharya ji is so keen about having proper understanding. The only antidote to the disease of Maya is knowledge, nothing else. And knowledge of who I am. Then we will look at this world as a sport, as a play, as a leela, and we will be able to indeed live a amidst this world with peace of mind. The third type of blessings that we saw over here, obstacles which are to be conquered on this path of sadhana. What is talked about is acquisition of knowledge, this an abidance in knowledge, not easy, very difficult. So, tyaktva gruhe ratim adhogati hetu bhutam atmekchayopanishadar rasam pibantah Vitasruha Vishya Bhogapade Viraktaha Dhanyashcharanti Vijaneshu Virakta Sangaha. There is a need of developing great amount of vairagya from the inside. Great love for this world should be there. Great love for family members. Great love for everybody. And that love expresses itself as gratitude and prayers, but not as attachment. Attachment is a cause of our downfall. So, no attachment over here. So, tyaktva gruhe ratim, the very desire to acquire, possess, and hold on to the householdership over here, adogati hetu bhutam, because the mind just continuously whirlpools around these desires. I don't have this, I need to acquire this, this particular work is not taken care of, this child is not taken care of. The mind spins in the spindle of the thought of the household life, and that over here Shankaracharya ji says is adhogati hetu bhutam, because then the thoughts are not invested in anything higher. We keep on spinning our mind, our thoughts take us on a wild goose chase. We are sitting in front of Bhagavan. For 2-3 minutes, we are not capable of giving up the thought pattern of our mind, and that is what Shankaracharya ji says is a cause of adhogati. Then, Atmechayo Upanishad Artha Rasam Pibantaha. If the mind is over there, what Upanishad Vakya will go in? How will we even revel in the teachings of Upanishad? That will become a far-fetched story. It won't happen. So, wise are the people who do their duty, fulfill their responsibilities in their home. Whatever needs to be done has to be done. There is no arguments about it. There is no complaints about it. There is no sorrowful way of looking at it. So all these inner worries are not there. All these different types of emotional baggage is not there. They accept the fact that this is a world of illusion, and having acquired this, I must fulfill my duty. That's all. So happily they do that. Vita spruha vishaya bhogapade viraktaha. Last time I talked about how another one is longing to enjoy the enjoyments which are enjoyed in the past. Desire to re-enjoy the enjoyments over again. That is spruha. Dhanyashcharanti vijaneshu virakta sangaha. Why? Blessed are the people, virakta sangaha, bas, virakti, living in the home, yet far away from the home, because the thoughts are invested in Upanishad Artha Rasam Pibantaha. They are drinking the nectarine words of the Upanishad. So if that is not there, if the worries of the household life is not there, then the worry about where is money going to come? What if I get sick? What if they get sick? What if this goes away? Unnecessary worry. Driving fast, worry. Driving slow, worry. All types of worries continuously. So, Vairagya is learning to take the mind stuff and put it on the side and not picking it up. Picking it up when we have to deal with it, putting it back, and then mind invested in the higher thought. Such dispassionate people having created Vairagya, blessed are those. Continuing, shloka number 4. Tyaktva mamahamiti bandakare pade tve manavamanasa samadarshinaschya kartaramanyamavagamya tadarpitani kurvanti karma paripaka phalani dhanyaha. Again, dhanyaha, blessed are the ones. Who are they? Mama aham iti dve bandakare pade tyaktva. Those people, who are these wise people? Mama, I, aham, mine. So I and mine. Dve pade bandakare. These which are the very two padas over here, two notions which are the cause of bondage. They are given up. Dve pade tyaktva. Dhanyaha. They are the blessed ones who are capable of giving up I and mine. See, we see it in the definition of Maya. How does Maya create an illusion? So, in Vedanta, it is said that Maya works by her two inherent powers. One is the veiling power of Maya. And the next one, after the truth has been veiled, when the truth is not known, now we project. So, the veiling power of Maya, avarana, and then becomes a vikshe. The projection is projected because truth is not known. See, truth requires no proof. Truth stands on itself for being satyam. No protection is required for satya. But if something is false, to protect a false statement, we have to cook up so much other false things to protect the false, and that is called vikshepa shakti. Satya by itself requires no protection. So when the Satya is covered, then when Satya is not known, then the story of the universe progresses. So when my identity is not known, my capital I, self, is not known, the small I comes. And the small I is aham. Because my identity is not known. Now aham owns up this BMI complex. I am this body. I am this mind. I am this intellect. The ownership of the intellect, all the intellectual ideas, they are mine. They are very unique. Nobody has thought such idea up to now. Emotions. Up to now, nobody has a heavier sorrow than me. My emotions. And of course, my body. How dare you come over here and insult me and abuse me and all sorts of things. So this small I comes onto the surface. And when that small I, because it has to protect itself, it has to project. And it protects by itself by owning up and holding various things. So the veiling power and then the projection power. The veiling power is aham, and the projection is mama, it is mine. So that is why this mama aham iti. Aham, that is the veiling power. That small little I came in because the capital I self is not known. And thus I have owned up a notion. This is who I am. And I have to protect myself. So this aham and mama are the powers of Maya. The grand samashti at the vyashti level works at aham and mama iti. This is understanding. If it is there, we can cast this off. At the samashti is the power of Maya, and at the vyashti, the power of Maya makes us dance. And that is what over here Shankaracharya ji is talking about. Wise is a person who is silently capable of giving up I and mine. Even when we do आरती, तेरा तुझको अर्पण क्या लागे मेरा, we say that I am offering that which is yours, what is mine. But at the end, मेरा बोल मुझे वापस दे दो, प्रसाद मैं लाया था. I brought the prasad, give my prasad bowl back. So, people, this is where we are caught up. Very subtle ways this I and mine works. We must be extremely vigilant in observing how the Atmakatha of Aham, I, turns into this mamakar. This is mine. How does this happen? If we observe, we see it is quite powerful. Quite powerful it is. So, kartaram mana manava mana sadrusha samadarshinaha. Then the ones who give up, what do they abide in? So man and avaman, honor and in dishonor. If somebody insults or somebody worships, says few praiseworthy words, whatever it is, man, avaman, samadarshinaha. The mental stuff, there is no movement. Insult, if you want to insult, it is to the Prakriti. The body has generated it. The Prakriti has generated the body, sorry. The Prakriti has generated it. And the one who is saying is also generated by the same Prakriti. Guna guneshu vartante. Iti matva sajjate. Knowing that the one who is saying such things is also a product of the same five elements. And to what the profanity shouted at is it the same five elements. Let it go on. It's a dialogue. This understanding, giving importance to the transactional reality, but properly having understood that why am I getting caught up in this transactional reality from the Paramarthika Satta, the Vyavaharika Satta, how it should be dealt with is what is talked about over here. Only from the higher standpoint, we can discuss this transactional reality in proper understanding. If somebody is talking to me and an answer is required, Yeah, accept the ownership of the body and say, yes, I will provide this tomorrow, today, whenever it is. And if somebody is saying some things, take it with a pinch of salt. If there is room for us to grow, accept it. And if they say it and if it really doesn't apply, so what? Let it be said. Why do I have to lose my calm over it? The problem is we lose our internal calm over this word. And we lose our footing. And we create in the process a karmic debt. That is the problem. Otherwise, the transactional reality doesn't create problems for us. Our inability to transact properly in the transactional reality creates problems for us, which is what we call a karmic debt. Some amount of karmic debt is deposited in the sanchit karma, which becomes prarabdha of tomorrow. But if understanding is there, proper understanding is there of paramarthika satta, absolute state, and if the inside, the pratibhasika satta, the internal reality is unperturbed, undisturbed, then Shankaracharya ji says, such a person is a wise person. That person is a dhira purushaha, dhanyaha, blessed, because living in this world, born out of filth, sustained by filth, yet the filth cannot touch. Padma patra iva ambasa. The lotus leaf is born from that nasty, dirty monsoon water, sewer water. Born out of it, sustained by it. But yet, even if a little drop of water falls onto it, it just dances on top of the surface and falls off. The leaf is protected by a layer of wax that it produces to live in that filthy, dirty water. In the same way, a layer of paramarthika jnana born out of the study of Upanishad Artharasam Pibantaha, drinking the glorious identity revealing statements of the Mahavakyas and drowning in that understanding, one lives a proper transactional reality and the individual reality. Both the Vyavaharika Satta and Pratibhasika Satta are both fine, and thus at the physical level, no diseases. At the Pratibhasika mental level, no diseases. Dhanyashcharanti, blessed is the person, Samadarshinaha. Such a person is of equanimous vision in life. Nothing perturbs this person. Not that they don't respond to the world, not that they become dead to the world, not that they are bitter towards the world. Nothing like that. Proper understanding has changed their way of functioning in this world, is what is talked about over here as mana avamana sadrushaha samadarshinaha. Such a person are of equal vision. Kartaram anyam avagamya iti matva, having understood that the doer actually over here is somebody else. the self, I, the capital I, self, I'm a witness. I'm a witness to this grand play of Prakriti. I am not the doer over here. Then why am I carrying the burden of this world? It is fine the way it is. It is going to be fixed by the same one who has created it. One is an outside world created by the chronological time sequence, and the other one is the interpretation of the external world created by the chronological time sequence known as Vishnu Maya. The other one is the interpretation of Vishnu Maya inside, known as Samsara. And when I create a world based upon notional understanding of the external world, that is samsara. Please don't say outside this is samsara, this is samsara. There is no samsara outside. Outside it is only prakriti. It is maya. Bas, there is no samsara out there. Samsara is what we create, the same thing which is outside. The khichdi that we create on the inside is samsara. The one who understands that let the outside world be there. Let me not create this khichdi on the inside. The karta of this world, Mahavishnu, it is Vishnu Maya it is called. Why can't I just be a witness? If it is Vishnu Maya, this equipment is part of Vishnu Maya. Why can't I watch the play of Vishnu Maya? Why am I perturbed? If an actor on the stage reading the script provided by the producer, the director, the writer, accepts that to be a real script of their life, that, oh, this is who I am, and the actor forgets that he's an actor and starts living that, problem. We will laugh at such a person. No Oscar will be given. That's exactly what we are doing. Exactly what we are doing. It is a script written by Vishnu Maya. Let it be. That's why Kartaram Anyam iti avagamya, having known tadarpitaha, and surrender to that process. Kurvanti karma paripaka phalani dhanyaha. Wise is a person who has understood this. Kurvanti karma, does the karma, understanding, I am part of this Vishnu Maya, let me just be the observer. The script calls for this particular disease that I have to go through. Let me silently go through it. The script calls for me helping this person going through this problem. Let me help this person. That understanding. Naradji says the same thing in Narad Bhakti Sutra. Naradastu tat arpita akhila karmachar. Narad Muni, in his Bhakti Sutra, he's been given a special visa to go to all 14 worlds of Vishnu Maya. We have difficulty with one word. He goes to all 14 worlds and doesn't get any trouble. Why? He understands Naradastu tat arpita akhila karmachar. He just Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. He chants Narayana, Narayana and does whatever he has to do. is Naram Dadatiti, the one who gives reassurance that Bhagavan is. Why are you worried? Why are you worried? And he's given this assurance to Nara, and he's Narada, the one who gives assurance. Don't worry, be happy, just play your script. That's all. How will you play your script? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. His best students are the little children because they really follow. It's the older ones that have the problem. His children are doing just fine. The older one they get into all different troubles. So, kartaram anyamiti avagamya tad arpitani kurvanti karma paripaka phalani cha. And see, if the bad fruits, if our prarabdha brings us rotten fruits, we complain. If the prarabdha brings us good fruits, we enjoy. We don't acknowledge to Bhagavan, thank you, what a wonderful life. Only when rotten things happen in life, why is it happening? Some planet is not proper. Some dasha is not proper. Bhagya is not there. Married the wrong person. So many things people blame. But why blame? Let the fruit be. The wise person understands. It is only a play. It is only a play. It is only a play. And when that understanding is there, such a person who has a higher understanding, they have accepted the play. They will work with the play. And all types of karma phala, they will offer to Bhagavan. Wise is a person who doesn't waste a moment of this life. If this life is given to us, we must put it to good use as per dharma, as per one's own swa-dharma. We must learn to walk. We are here for a few days to finish off our play of life. And our next scene, in the next act, will depend upon how well we have played this scene in this act. That's all. And if we've done a fantastic job, and the producer, director is going to pull that person out. Oh, amazing. I'm going to give you another amazing role. And that role will be nothing but Mahapurush. Mahapurush, Yuga Purusha. They will be the cause of upliftment of everyone. Swayam tirna anyanscha api tarayati. They will cross and they will take others onto the other shore of this Anantamaya. That is how we should aspire that is how we should aspire to live our life. Kartaram anyam avagamya tadarpitani kurvanti karma paripaka phalani dhanya. Such a person, they will dedicate all their actions to Bhagavan. All actions. Every single action offered to Bhagavan. Our Gurudev, he did not sit even for a moment. He will not take bhiksha in somebody's home because he would say, I have not earned my bhiksha, I have not given pravachan. So, noble people are known for high thoughts that they entertain. This is a nobility of great people. Such people, you think he didn't have any difficulties? Politics, whichever center he went had politics. He heard the stories, gave a resolution, do this if you like, if you don't, do whatever you want to do. Ultimately, this is part of the bylaws. I expect this. So, this is how a wise person is. Samoham sarva bhuteshu. Same Bhagavan in all. Name dveshosti na priyaha. I don't hate anyone. I don't have inclining attachment to anyone. The samadarshi person offers their karma to the world, looks at this world with proper eye, acknowledges whatever needs to be acknowledged, and in this way, such a person works. So the entire art of karma, the third chapter, fourth chapter has all been enumerated over here. For more on this, we have to study the third chapter and the fourth chapter, the art of right work, karma yoga. So, such a person surrendered to Bhagavan, works. Such a person in doing it, even if they have not reached, they will reduce their attachment, slowly purifying themselves. Such a person rises. So the idea that I am not the owner of this, I am simply a tenant, borrowing out of grace of Bhagavan, this apartment complex of body, mind and intellect has been given. Let me utilize it and give it back. Even when we go to hotel, we check in, we know what the check-in time is and we know what the checkout time is. And while using everything, that soap and everything in the bathroom, the coffee cups and the coffee maker, the TV and bed sheets and the sofa and everything, the drawers are even provided to put clothes, knowing very well behind our mind what my checkout time is. That I'm only here for few days. If it is a business trip, maybe a week, Monday through Friday. But we are aware of the fact that we have to leave. We use everything with the understanding that I have to leave it behind. Such understanding, if it is there of this body, that there is a checkout time, and at the front desk, Yama Parshada is waiting for us, and if it is not, he will come and evacuate us. If this understanding is there that I have to just utilize this equipment, utilize this life, such a person is blessed. This is a great blessing, the understanding of Karma Yoga. Now, that Samadarshi, equal vision, such a person rises. If the self alone is seen everywhere, there is never any need to be disturbed. So, what is that self which is to be seen everywhere? Tyaktvaishanat trayam avekshita moksha margaha भैक्षामृतेन परिकल्पितदेहयात्राः ज्योतिः परात् परतरं परमात्मसंज्ञम् धन्या द्विजारहसि हृद्यवलोकयन्ति. So, Dhanya, blessed, Dvijarahasi, those person are Dvija, a twice born, Rahasi, living in this solitude, beauty of reveling in the Mahavakyas of the Vedas. So, in solitude, reveling in this, Hridyavalokayanti, such in Hrudi, Avalokayanti, in Hrudi, in heart, they meditate upon the higher truths. And such a wise person who meditates upon the truth, what is that truth and how is that truth realized? That is talked about over here. So, how is that truth to be realized? That truth is to be realized in the first two lines. The first big line, Tyaktvaishana trayamavekshita moksha margaha vaikshamrutena parikalpita deha yatraha. That is the method of reaching the truth is mentioned over here. And the last line talks about meditating on the truth. And the third line is Jyoti Parat Parataram Paramatma Sanyam. Meditating on the truth, which is the light of all lights. Jyoti Parat Parataram. Beyond the beyond. Someone may think that it is the little lamp which is lit. So, just so that the person does not get confused with that little lamp, the Parat Parataram Jyoti. Not your understanding of the light, this is the light of all lights. That light having understood and reveling on it, such a person is Dhanyaha. Such a person is truly a twice born. First born is born into this world of ignorance. First birth is this body having given to us. The ignorant child which arrives into this world is the first birth. Second birth is when knowledge fixes us. In our Shastra, even Upanayanam, the person who has taken the thread, when Punal is taken, they are twice born, a Brahmana. But actually, Brahman Janati iti Brahmanaha. Just by taking a thread doesn't mean that we are twice born. It is a great privilege bestowed upon us to get to know the second truth. That is the truth, not second truth, to know the truth which gives us a second birth out of the world of ignorance. We are pulled out of the world of ignorance. That is what is referred to as Dvija. So now, how are we to reach there? That is mentioned over here. Tyaktva, iyam dehayat, iha dehayatra, iyam dehayatra. This yatra of the body, dehayatra, this journey of the body, the journey of the jiva in this parikalpita deha yatra, which is very well what should I say, Parikalpita Deha Yatra, this yatra which is very well formed by Prarabdha, and Prarabdha born out of some karmic debt has created this journey of a life. Not just kalpita, it is not created. Parikalpita, very well created journey of a life by prarabdha karma, we have to finish. That prarabdha karma created life, now we have to come out of the ignorance of the prarabdha. And that is referred to over here as Eshanatraya is what sustains tomorrow's prarabdha. Tomorrow's destiny is sustained by the three types of desires. It is known as Eshanatraya. So, Putreshana, Vitteshana and Lokeshana, these are the three different types of desire. Vitteshana, the desire to accumulate wealth. People running after money, 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 money. Like even the cartoons, the eye pops out with the dollar sign. So, one motel is not enough, two motels, two is not enough, four is not enough, eight is not enough, 16. Like bacteria, the motels multiply. But still, lobno thobad nathi. So, money. જંપીને હવે તો બેસો આટલું બધું થઈ ગયું છે. નો, વધારે, more and more money, more and more money. This is a uniqueness of tasting the wealth. It just makes the person want to go after more and more and more. When are we going to utilize this precious life for greater things? So, Vitteshna. Lokeshna, a desire to go to a higher world. A simple, we were not satisfied with our loka in India, and we wanted a foreign loka. So we crossed the oceans and we came over here. Life is better over here. Education is better. Comforts are better. Problems born out of daily living, few. Not corruption. All those things add up and make a decision. I want to go to a foreign country. Location. Even at work, we join a company. We start out at the lower level, and then a desire manager, department manager, department head, going up higher into the company management and becoming the right hand person of the CEO, and even there the eyes on when will I become the CEO, when will this person go. Finally, when we become the CEO, now I'm only CEO of a company which is 500 people. I want to become CEO of 1,000, and goes on and on and on. So Lokeshna, Vitteshna, Lokeshna, Putreshna, desire to have children, family life, and once we are in there, we are not householder, the house itself holds us, cannot go anywhere. Thus, the Eshana Traya person, having thought about it, tyaktva eshanatrayam avekshita moksha margaha. Such a person walking the path of moksha marga bhaiksha bhiksha amrutena parikalpita deha yatra, fulfilling this life with whatever is required to maintain this life. Even Bhagavan says ki yoga kshemam vahamyaham. Why are you worried? But the mind which has been given to you, if you utilize it properly, Bhagavan says, I will do yoga and kshema. Provided the chintanam is ananyam. If there is ananya chintanam of Paramatma, ananyas chintayanto ma, then yoga and kshema is taken care of. But if the ananya Paramatma chintanam is replaced by now having entered this Eshanatraya, if the desire, chintanam is on wealth, the chintanam is moving ahead, the chintanam is on the material world of a household life and all those things, moksha marg vartamapi na labhyate. For talk it is not available. Such a person, where will they know jyotihi parat parataram jyoti? What is this jyoti? This divine light of all lights. This is what is to be known. Only when the bondage of life becomes weak and the mind has fertile, proper thoughts to think about, that's when one will penetrate and try to understand what is this self, what is this Kanyapti Swarup Jyoti. And when that happens, that alone, only such a person will be able to apprehend the truth and truly become Dvija. Otherwise, we are bound by the shackles, the three ropes of Eshanatraya. What is this Jyoti? We will see this next week because it is a heavy topic on consciousness. What is awareness consciousness? We will see this next Saturday. Thank you for tuning in. Utilize this time wisely, which is in your hand. Practice social distancing. Be mindful of others around you. We are living in very close knit space of our own homes, even though, like they say, everything is big in Texas, homes are big, yet people get on each other's nerves. We must practice a little bit of this teaching. It will bring us a lot of peace. Inside, it will lead us to loftier heights. You will be happy for no apparent reason when you contemplate on this truth. There's only so much YouTube you can watch, only so much Netflix you can watch, only so much TV you can watch, and only so much news of COVID-19 you can take. There comes a point where you have to fill the time with something positive, something uplifting. There is nothing better than this Shastra Vichar. If that is not there, do simple puja, do mantra japa, appreciate creation. Write an essay of how you think. Why do you think this is happening? What is its impact on Mother Creation? Do so. This will lead you to contemplation. Again, my continued prayers for all healthcare workers, people working for our well-being, putting their lives in the front line, bus drivers and grocery store workers, everyone. So I will chant a prayer to Mother for all of them. Jnaninam api chetamsi Devi Bhagavati Hisa Balada Krishya Mohaya Mahamaya Prayachati Durge Smrta Harasi Bhitam Ashesha Janto Swaste Mutamatim Ativa Shubham Dadasi Daritriya Dukha Bhayaharini Tvadanya Sarvopakara Karanaya Sadartra Chitta Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadike Sharanye Triambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Sharanagata Dinartha Paritraya Parayane Sarvayartha Arthahare Devi Narayani Namostute Rogana Sheshanapaham Situshta Brushta tu kaman sakalan abhishtan Tvamashritanam navipannaranam Tvamashritaya shretam prayanti Sarvabada prashamanam Trailokyasya khileshwari Evamevam tvaya karyam asmat vairi vinashanam Asmat vairi vinashanam Asmat vairi vinashanam Sarve bhavantu sukhinah Sarve santu niramayah Sarve bhadrani pashyantu Akashchit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.